A couple of words, Francisco. I'm not sure whether your mic's coming through properly.
Sure. Good morning to all. Buenos dias. And I'm Francisco, basically Mexico. And I worked in software companies like 3, 4, 5 years of my career. And later on, I started working with blockchain space with some of companies. And last year, we decided to start something related to database because as often we know that database is something which is really important to everybody. Every corporation, every company is in need of data. So we started looking opportunities, how we can decentralize data, how we can make it P2P. So these kind of activities are happening since last 1 year, and that's how we come up with the idea of CryptoBit, and we started creating core software for the people to sell and buy data.
Okay, Francisco. Yeah, that's great. You're coming through great. I haven't started the recording yet, so I'll start the recording if you're ready, and then we can go into the. How do you pronounce it? CryptoBit. CryptoBit. It's a bit
Yeah,
of a tongue twister. Someone's put an R in it. Actually, I bet I should take that out of the AMA heading. Let me just edit that title. CryptoBit. There we go. Okay, yeah, so if you're ready, Francisco, I'll start the recording, introduce you, and we can go into the CryptoBit project. Okay, welcome to the community. My name's Glenn, I'm the host today. Today we have joining us CryptoBit. Here to speak about the project is Francisco. CryptoBit is a decentralized data center. It's bringing decentralized data to the masses. I was reading a bit about it on the white paper. CryptoBit is pushing towards the democratization of the data management process with robust dispute resolution mechanisms and a voting system. So we'll go into the CryptoBit project shortly. But first, could you introduce yourself with your background and experience, Francisco? That'd be great.
sure. Thank you for introduction. I'm Francisco. Basically, I'm from Mexico, and we started working on CryptoBit since last 1 year. We started looking at opportunities how we can develop decentralized data on blockchain, where we can share, publish, and subscribe data through P2P network. So I've been in software industry for almost 5 years, and I worked with so many companies. But in blockchain space, I have spent like around 2 years working with some companies regarding blockchain development. So last year we decided to go start something our own regarding the data. So we look opportunities in so many space in blockchain industry. So finally we decided to go with database because there are very few companies or projects working on database. It's a like a neglected, you can say, portion of blockchain where so many P2P applications, with so many DeFi applications are happening, but very few projects are working on data. And as of we know that data is something which is really important, and every company, every person, every activity we do is generate data. So that's why we thought to start something related to data economy.
See, Francisco, and you've got the Dex Chat app that's going to be live on launch. What can investors use the Dex Chat app? What features are available
So there will be so many the apps, so many applications will live during this period of the time. But right now, for the people who want to do private chatting, who want to create something secure where nobody can look into their content, nobody can access their database. So we created the app for chatting, which people can utilize. Right now, it's on. We are utilizing Polygon blockchain also in it to create a kind of data utilizing NFTs. so that people, the owner of the group, can access entire data, and nobody else are allowed to go into the data and chatting content and all those things. So there's a secure way to do chatting. So it's like a one piece of software which we created. There will be more coming, where actually people can publish their data in the marketplace, and other people can subscribe who actually want to create something from that data.
I see. So I would just connect my wallet to the DexChat app, and then it's a lot more private than say WhatsApp and Facebook, which really sort of Big Brother sort of listening into all your text chats and private conversations. So it'd be a lot more secure with the DexChat app.
Yeah, this is what the aim of CryptoBit, to create something which is private, which will protect your privacy. So let's take an example, like when we go on any browser, like Chrome browser or Brave browser, any browser. So all the big companies like Google and other companies, they steal our data, like our activities, whatever we do. So data is something we need to understand if we are performing any activity in our day-to-day life. So we are generating a kind of data behind that activity. So that data is really important for most of the big companies, Facebook, Google, Amazon. So on the basis of that, your behavior on the platforms, they provide you the products, they sell you services. So what happen when we can sell that data which we generate directly to the subscriber? So that's our aim, so that people who are generating data, they can publish their data, they can sell it on the our marketplace. And we are trying to create a easy access for everybody. So right now we are working on browser extension. So hopefully in next 10 days we will have our browser extension. So any Chrome browser or a Brave browser, any browser anybody can utilize to have that extension. And through that extension, people can be part of our network. And being part of our network means, like, you are sharing your data through our network, and other people can subscribe to your data who want to take information, like what is your behavior, how you behave on certain website, what is your buying capacity, and all those things. So it's this is for general people, but there are a JavaScript code, like a Google Webmaster, as we know of. Like Google Webmaster provide you a JavaScript code which you paste in your HTML website or any other application, and they provide you information like what is the traffic on your website, what people are buying, what people are like behaving. So actually, they steal your data through that small code, and they store that data and sell it. So this, in the same way, if you utilize our JavaScript code in your website, in your application, so it's the same thing. That code is also taking data from your website, your application, but you are the publisher of data. So if you publish that data, anybody subscribes, so you are making money out of that data. So this is the basic of this project.
But it's still anonymous because you just logging in on your wallet, so there's no sort of private details available. So you're going to be selling on like anonymous data from people in different parts of the world to other companies. And what will you do with the profits from that? Will it be like buyback and burns? Will you be using that to market the applications and the token in the future?
Yeah. So whatever transaction will happen in the in network, so those transaction will happen in our token officially. So let's say you created a publisher account in our marketplace. So you publish, like, all the data you are providing, it's in under your control because it's decentralized. So every time you have to log in through a MetaMask wallet or any other extension, so there is no login email ID and password. So everything will be decentralized, like we have in our chat application. So the moment you log in, you are the one who is accessing your publisher account, and you will publish your data. So let's say you have a website, like a normal website or e-commerce website. So you are selling clothes and some other stuff. So Anybody comes to your website, so it creates a data stream from that behavior. So if you publish that data, so any company which is in that business, like clothing or garment business, so they can subscribe to your data, and they can know the behavior of your e-commerce website and what people are doing, what people are buying. So that's how you can get valuation of the data or feedback which your clients are providing to your website or which you are providing to Google and other company, Amazon. So that's how everybody can make money. So in a way, every person is a part of network. So let's say if you have a browser extension in your browser, you are part of network. So you will be visible on our network, and you can gain some profit from being a network provider or network host. So that's how we can make our network more strong. So there will be more publisher, more subscriber.
Okay, great, Francisco. And also, it'll have uses in gaming as well. I was reading it's capable of real-time networking layers, massive multiplayer games as well.
Yeah, 100%. This is something which is you can utilize for anything. It's not gaming. You can utilize this network for any purpose. Like it's something related to like uTorrent or BitTorrent software. We know. So the problem with BitTorrent and uTorrent that you have to download certain application in your software in your desktop, and then you have to access it through that. But what we are doing, we are not asking people to download any application on the desktop and laptop. So we are providing 2-3 lines of code which they can post their in their application in their software. So it's automatically connected to our network. So in the same way, browser extension is something which will behave like a similar kind of network access. So this we are trying to make it more easier for people to access our network and to be part of our network.
Great, Francisco. And will it have use cases in the metaverse in the future as well? Then?
Yeah, anybody can, like, let's just take an example of like Luna. Luna, we everybody know the platform which provide data and which has like people go there to see what is happening in cryptocurrency market and all those things. So in a way, Luna is taking APIs from either CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko and all those companies. So these companies are actually getting data from end users. So end user go there, he look for Bitcoin so many times, he search for XYZ coin so many times. So that's how CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko is getting a data. So that data they are passing through to other companies, and they are selling that data. So now, let's say if you are a trader, you are doing trading and you are like investing in few currencies. So your data is pure data. There is no middleware. There is no refinery or something like that in the middle of you and the subscriber. So that pure data is going to be in the marketplace. So anybody can subscribe. Like, okay, your profit is good. You are making like 10x or 20x in every investment. So everybody try to subscribe you through our marketplace. So that's how they are getting direct pure data without having involvement of any other company. So that's how everybody who is actually providing data. Actually, this is basically to benefit those data providers. So those people who are working on something, who are doing something, so their data is so much important for other people for prediction purposes. So there are so many new companies are coming in the prediction market and all those things. So prediction market is something which requires so much of the data. So those prediction market companies can also be as an subscriber to our platform, and they can access the data they need. So it can be anything. It can be trading, it can be election, it can be voting or any democratic activity. So this is something which is like unlimited. There is no limit that how much how what is the potential of data. We all know that data is something which is the blood of everything. Without data, there will be no prediction, there will be no future activities happening.
Great, Francisco. Yeah, is that how the CryptoBit marketplace works for data sharing and monetization? So, say I had a computer software business or hardware, if it's a hardware business, I could look at what's selling around the world in different areas and see what sort of stocks I should be um, have on my e-commerce site, say for instance, because certain things are more popular than other things at certain times.
Yeah, it's kind of working like an advertisement. Like so many people have their e-commerce website and few other softwares. So like you take some advertisement code and post in your website to gain some money. So in the same way, if you utilize our JavaScript code, you will be the network partner, and immediately you can become publisher and you can publish your data which your website is generating, like how many people are coming, what is the age group of people, what products people are watching, what products people are buying. So this is very valuable data. Any company will buy it without any question, because that's what actually all the companies, all the manufacturing companies, all the companies which are creating something, they need that data, and that's what the data big companies are selling. So that data anybody can buy from our marketplace through your publisher account. So you are a publisher and there is a subscriber. So it's to you how much money you want to like like sell your data in monthly subscription or in weekly subscription. So that's so like your responsibility, and there is no involvement of company. Like as an developer, we are just a service provider. We will like take care of software and development and all those things, but we are not part of that activity which is happening in the data stream.
I see, Francisco. And will there be different areas? So there'll be like data for health, data for shopping habits, data for everything that's happening around the internet, and individual sort of countries' data if you want to find out what people are looking at regarding to health or shopping purchases in the UK or the United States. You can do that on the platform.
Yeah, sure. It will be near about same kind of activity. So it's a normal activity we already are having in that ecosystem, but that ecosystem is led by big corporation like Google, Amazon, Facebook. Everybody has AI. They take your all the activities as in data, and then they provide you same kind of stuff. Which like if like for example, if you watch a football match on Facebook or on TikTok or any certain application, you are going to watch only football stuff coming, like football selling items, football videos, and all those things. So this is what data is all about. Like it's a very neglected sector in all the across the industry, but it's really important because most of the big sales and most of the new development is happening because of the data resources. So it's like a big companies and big corporation. They don't want like people to know that how much data is important. So that's why it's always so much neglected, and it's not actually a very easy product to develop also, because it's a complicated kind of product. It's not easy. Like it's not like you are developing something play to earn or some kind of easy application. So this is a complicated application also. So you need to have like a good command in coding and good command in developing. So these are few things. That's why this like a segment is so small. There are only 2-3 players in this segment right now. Even in cryptocurrency space, there are very few companies. Like I know of like 1-2 companies. They are working, but they are like specifically on few certain target. Like they are in cryptocurrency. They are providing data trading, or they are providing like Luna. So Luna is actually a marketplace, like a website where they predict like what can happen in future, or there are few more websites. So these all companies can be our client in future, because they are accessing their APIs through Coin Market Cap and other companies. So if they are doing the same, they are getting the same kind of data stream from our data place, which is decentralized, and it's pure. It's 100% through the clients, so they can provide more accurate data, because every financial market is run by emotions of the people. So if you are getting directly those emotions from the people, you can predict a better future.
Francisco, and are you building? Is there artificial intelligence involved in the CryptoBit network app? Is that how it's working? How do you collect the data from all over the internet? How does it work?
No, we are not involved in adding AI or any such kind of thing, because our basic work is to create a marketplace where users can sell their data stream. So there is no need of AI, because we are not like giving back anything to the people. So we are just creating a marketplace. We are creating a network of data where people can buy, sell data from each other. So we are not like selling anything to the people back. So we don't need AI. AI actually other companies need, like which will utilize our data in their platform. So they will actually need the AI to have to sort out it and to provide to directly to the customers. So we are not in the need of AI. So our basic work is to create a marketplace, a decentralized marketplace where all the publishers can sell their data and all the subscriber can buy or subscribe the data. So there will be two or three kind of incomes in that. So there will be two or three kind of portions where people can interact with our network, and they can be a part of our economy, and they can be part of data mining or cryptocurrency mining through our data selling process.
Francisco, yeah, you're not actually collecting the data from all over the internet. It's just your platform will offer the services, and it will grow in time. Where there'll be, massive amounts of data available to buy. Or so, will some of it be free, or will it all be charged? And what sort of cost will there be? And what's the competition in this area? What are you doing different to anyone else that's offering this, or is it, or has anyone else offered this on the blockchain before?
Yeah, there are a few companies like Graph, like Chainlink. They are also in the similar kind of trade, but they are not specifically like a P2P environment. They are doing something which is like a industry grade kind of activity. So there are few applications like Graph. Graph provide the same kind of activities like data sharing. So you provide Graph on some kind of stream, and then other people can subscribe to that stream. So these are few companies which are doing, but it's not on that level where we can interact with directly P2P in P2P environment, and people cannot openly sell it in the marketplace. So it's like companies are making profit out of it, users cannot make profit. So we are creating some kind of ecosystem where a network, basically a network where different people from different countries, from different location can be publisher and can be subscriber on same marketplace. So we are creating so many different options for people to interact with that marketplace. One is a browser extension, as I told you. So with browser extension, you can be part of network and you can be part of the ecosystem. Another is a JavaScript code, which is similar to Google Webmaster. So that's another way you can be part of our network. So when you go on our core website, and from there you can access everything of that data marketplace. So it's really easy for everybody to access it and to work with it, because whatever other company we talk about right now in this segment is really difficult for even software developers. Like they have to have a deep knowledge of coding and all those things. So that's how you can access their platform and their services. So we are trying to make it very easy, so that anybody can access easily the data and
Great, Francisco. I mean, there's many avenues you could go down. I know there's a it's it's like Google, but you use their platform, and it follows you around the internet, and they actually pay you for your data and information that you give them for just surfing the internet, through their application. In the future, you could maybe link that to a CryptoBit account where people could sign up, and when they surf the web, their information is maybe collected anonymously and it can be sold on for a profit, and share that with individuals that want to participate.
Yeah, the data is something which is everywhere. Like if we talk about like right now, the Tesla vehicle, so they are run through by data, like all the information of road traffic conditions and all those things. This everything which see all around us, it's generated by us. Like if there is something traffic happening, so who is creating traffic? We are creating traffic. So we are providing data to Google and other companies. So they are utilizing our data to sell it to other companies like Tesla and other big companies. So they are buying that data. So what if like people directly can sell data to big corporation, big companies from our platform? So that's our like thought, like how we can benefit the end data provider. Because right now, like there is an example of Brave browser. Everybody know that Brave is a cryptocurrency, and they created a browser. It's an open source of Chrome, exactly same. They clone the Chrome and then they start building on the Chrome open source software. But what they did, the Chrome browser also provide you advertisement. They also take your data and all those things. So what Brave do? Brave provide you advertisement which you don't see, even like you don't like bother, like pop-ups are coming, nothing is coming. So you perform same kind of activities on Brave which you do on Chrome or any other browser. But utilizing Brave browser, you get Brave currency just because you are utilizing it. So this is the similar kind of activity which our data marketplace will do. You will do the same activities which you do in your browser, but having our extension in your browser, you can earn money on the cookies, on the data you are sharing with our extension, and that data is going to marketplace, and their subscriber can buy it. So that's how you can gain some money out of your feedback, out of your data which you are providing. So which is I think really good, because in terms of data, there is no company, there is no certain software which provides you money. They only take your input, but they don't give you any output.
Definitely, Francisco. Yeah, that's great. I mean, like you say, data is big money, it's big business since the invention of the internet. When people can get access to information and data instantly, it's sort of centralized everything. The internet and the big companies have sort of taken over. So if we can bring it to the blockchain and decentralize it, that'd be great. But I was looking at the white paper as well, and I was wondering how it works. If there's miners staking on there, so are they going to be the validators for CryptoBit, or is that staking for individual investors? How does it work?
So when our mainnet launch, so people can like we have like validator. I said like there are three kind of steps. People can be subscriber, people can be node hoster, people can be validator. So it's all about like you need to be part of the network. So it depends. You are individual user, or you are a corporation, or you are a company. So according to your staking amount, according to your activities, you will be paid in our cryptocurrency. So this is some similar to validator. Like in blockchain, you have validator. In network, also you have a validator or a network host, or network provider, or a stream provider. So you can call. So this is similar kind of activity, but we are trying to build it cross blockchain. So we already are using three blockchain: Binance, Polygon, and Ethereum. So soon we will have more blockchain. We already have few partnerships. We are sending more mails and partnership requests to other blockchain, because the primary partnership in our ecosystem is going to happen with blockchain only, because we are trying to build cross blockchain. So it's easy one some because every blockchain has different kind of validation system, different kind of consensus mechanism. So if a blockchain developer directly provide us like steps how we can like let's say we have developed something on Ethereum blockchain, so how we can clone it on Binance easily, because every blockchain has few different things. So that's why we are doing partnership to so that they can help us speed up our process to become a cross blockchain data provider. So that's one thing. Another thing we have is the next level. We are going to have partnership with the corporation, with the companies or startups, which actually require data streams to run their app, run their vehicle, or run their business, anything. So that's how we are going to do in the partnership. So right now, as of now, we have two blockchain partnership. One is Bitnd, which is new, and another is a well-known name, but it's not official yet, so we cannot announce their name. So that partnership also happening. So we are so much into cross blockchain because we don't want people to jump here and there, just selling and buying again something. So with cross blockchain activity, you just use the bridge, and that's how you can just come from some other blockchain to other blockchain. So that will be a very good, interesting feature. So we the primary goal of our development is to have extension so that people can easily access it. So our priority is in next 10 days to provide a test software for the browser extension where people can be easily adding it in the Chrome or in Brave browser, and they can start visualizing how they can be part of our network. Later on, we will focus on our marketplace, which will be live, I think, by the end of this year, because marketplace is the main core of our software. So it will having all the activities like all the funding, how you can get money, how you will sell, how you will buy. So core will be the marketplace will be the exactly the main net you can call. So before that, we will have more other like JavaScript code and all those things. So these things will be in the like coming weeks. So this is our plan of action, and as of now, we are launching on BNB. So our token will be open for staking also, which will start next month. So our tokenomics is really clear. We have right now around 54% in fair launch and liquidity, and 25% will be for the staking pool. So almost 80% is going in the hand of communities. We have 1% selling fees, which will be utilized for marketing purposes, and rest we have 10% for exchange listing and 10% for marketing and team. So all the team and marketing will be in long-term vesting period. Only staking pool will be unlocked and exchange listing will be unlocked. Unlocked means locked, not investing, because that fund we will utilize to create staking pool for the users. Staking pool will be for longer period of the time, like 1 year, 6 months, or quarter. So mostly the highest interest people can get when they stake for 1 year. So this is our plan of action for Binance blockchain for our BNB token. But later on, when we go on mainnet, we will have different uh, tokenomics, different kind of earning methods, because there will be like a validation and all those things. So there will be no staking kind of activity happen when we launch our mainnet, because then we will have network operator, network host. So those people will be the part of the earning mechanism.
Okay, great, Francisco. And I think it's a low tax token as well. I think it's 0% on the buy and 1% on the sell.
Yeah, it's. I don't want like put pressure on people, because that's I see so many cryptocurrencies and they have like 10%, 5%, 20% of taxes, and it's not easy to have that much of profit while doing trading. So it's in a way they are stopping the trading. So I don't like it, because it's actually to just stop people for not selling it. So there is no forceful activity any company has to do to stop people by selling. Like you can just keep developing, you can keep doing things to have people faith in your project by increasing the tax and on sell and buy. You cannot stop people. They will anyhow sell it, and then they will not feel good. So that's why we did not wanted actually to put any tax on buy, because there should be no tax on buy because people are getting involved in your system. So that's why we have a zero tax on buy, and we wanted to fix to 1%, but I think some miscommunication happened with Seifu developer. So he did 5% maximum, I think. So, but still, it will be the same exact same 1% on sell and 0% on buy. There will be no changes in the taxes because I personally do not like it, because when you feel that as an investor, when you go and invest in some currency, so you don't want to have like a stoppage. It's not good. For yeah, I understand if you are making meme token or something like that, there is no software behind it, so then you can do that, because those token doesn't have any usability. They are surviving on these taxes. So that's why we have a useful product, so we don't need to worry about like taxes and all those things, and what will happen if people start selling. So our aim is to provide every week some kind of update so that people will have faith in the project and people will be keep invested. Another thing I like that, and with the pink sale, that there is a Seifu environment, there is a Seifu contract, which is to save like investors' money at least for 1 month. Company and developers will not have access to those tokens which are unlock or vesting. So that's how investors can have a comfortable 1 month of time. They can watch product, they can see the development happening in behind the scene, and what company is doing in terms of marketing and development. So at least they will not lose their entire money.
Great, Francisco. And it's going to be a governance token, the CryptoBit token. So I'm wondering if it's going to have a DAO then. How's the DAO going to work? Is it going to be based on how many tokens you hold? So how many voting rights you have?
Yeah, we have worked on this thing also, and we realized that not only giving right to the people who are holding more token. Instead, we are adding on one more special thing, which is activity. So if you are part of our network, if your activities are like visible, so that's how your vote is more powerful. So it's not like you are holding 10% of the cryptocurrency for our economy and you are the most powerful voter. No. So if you are not involved in trading activities, if you are not involved in network activities, so you will have less power of voting. So we have given power to those people, even though if they have less token in their wallet, their vote can be more powerful in the decision making. So that's why we added this thing like activity based on the activity of the people who is hosting. Trading is also one of the activity. A network partnership also one of the activity. So if you are having like let's say 1% token and somebody has 10% and he's not doing any activity, no trading, nothing, or participation in network, so your vote will be more powerful than that 10%. So if you vote, your vote will be more powerful and your decision will be like respected. So that's how we trying, because actually in DAO environment also there are so many mistakes happen because of like how more powerful people who has more hosting or more holding of the token take decisions. So that's why we gave it the power to the people who are more active in our ecosystem.
Hey, Francisco. Yeah, that's great. The more you participate, the more you can, have a say in the future of the CryptoBit token and the network. That's great. And going into the smart contract, has that been audited before launch or after launch? What auditing has been done on the smart contracts?
Yeah, we opted Seifu, so it's developed by Theranos. I think Theranos has a great experience in developing Seifu contracts. He's developed, I think, more contract than anybody else in the pink sale environment, and we have audited KYC. All the things is done. So basically, this audit is just for the smart contract, which is created by Seifu developer. But later on, all our softwares, all our marketplace extension, all the smart contracts will interact in even in chatting. It's not yet like audited, but in future it will be audited. So every smart contract we will utilize in our ecosystem will be audited, and every software you will interact with will be audited. So till that time, it will be in test environment. When everything is tested, every audit has happened, then we will renounce that it's now mainnet. So this is the process which will keep ongoing, because we will have so many different of smart contract interacting with marketplace, interacting with browser extension, interacting with chat application, interacting with social media. So there will be so many different kind of smart contract are coming in future.
Okay, great, Francisco. I didn't. Is that Kronos the developer? He used to make contracts for projects, and now he's actually auditing smart contracts. I didn't know. He's head of Seifu, is it?
Yeah, I think I personally don't know so much about it, but Pink Sale provide us that these are the people who can create this smart contract of like a Seifu sale.
Yeah.
We contacted him, and
Awesome. And so going into the marketing, what's the plan, say, for the first quarter after you launch the CryptoBit token? How are you going to get the network out there and promote the token over the next quarter?
so our aim right now is in terms of like development. We will first launch our browser extension. So it's going to happen in the next coming 10 days. And after browser extension, we will start working on like a marketplace. So we are able to release it before the end of this year, I think, in the test environment, basically. And later on, we will have mainnet in the next year. So I think within this year, people can have a clear idea that what's coming in future. So they will have most of the testnet applications they can use, they can experience, because in terms of cryptocurrency, testnet and mainnet, there is no such kind of difference. When we go on testnet blockchain, actually this is the clone of mainnet. So we just call it testnet because it's not that much secure. So mainnet and testnet is exactly the same. So when we say that we will launch our testnet within this year, so it means we are launching mainnet actually with the name of testnet on it. So after all the testing, after all the audits and everything, we will just change the name that now this is mainnet. So most of the software will be like visible within this year, within next coming two months. So this is regarding the development. Regarding marketing, we are opting a different strategy for the marketing, because we created a software which analyze all the things happening in cryptocurrency market through so many data streams. So we found out that Twitter is something which is more popular than any other advertisement option available in cryptocurrency space. So if we focus on Twitter marketing only, like Twitter as a base marketing strategy, so we can get more exposure than any other options in the cryptocurrency area. Like, and it's cheaper also. The Twitter marketing space is cheaper than any other available marketing space. So we created an algorithm software using Python, so that Python software provided all the like required data, like where we should market and what is the result coming out. So based on last 6 month or 1 year data, we got that Twitter has been the most profitable platform in terms of marketing. So we will focus on Twitter. So we are already in touch with most of the people who are like a good influencer on Twitter, and so that's why our primary focus in terms of marketing is Twitter. Later on, we will have PR activities and other banner and ad. Like I think from tomorrow, our banner will be up in Dextool and a few other platforms. So it's already in process, like the designing and all those things. So these activity will happen, but main focus of our advertising will be based on Twitter.
Great, Francisco. Let's open it up to community investor questions. Let's see, Sayad, you had a question for CryptoBit. Francisco here. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Glenn. I have a question. So I was going through your white paper, and it's mentioned that CryptoBit is targeting a global pool of around 100 nodes upon the complete rollout of the CryptoBit network. So I want to know that will you be handpicking the users to run the nodes globally, and how will you going to be identifying any bad actors among these validators?
Yeah, see, with like a Cyptobit validator is different. Like we see in blockchain validators. Blockchain validators are like handpicked. There are 20 or 24 or 12 validator. So those are handpicked or voted out. In terms of Cyptobit, there is no such kind of voting or handpicking happening. Our node is basically the node where you just host our browser extension, or you have our JavaScript code in your application or in your software. So that's how you become the node, your the part of network. So this is something which is different than blockchain. So there is no like such kind of spamming on confirmation of transaction is happening. The node is basically work as a network. So that network can be utilized for the data transaction, and it's like a cloud. Like we see the cloud base. So cloud base, what they do, they create a network of different node across the globe. So that's how you can easily access the data from Cloudflare to any other country. Like if a website is hosted in United States, but if they are utilizing cloud base, so being in Asia, you can access that website easily, like faster, is because of the node is happening. So the same thing will happen with our data network also. So let's say you are in Asia and somebody who is publishing the data from United States. So you can easily like get access to that data if there are so many nodes in your region. So this is basically not validator. This is something which is like a network. So network will strengthen the community, will not create problem for us.
Okay, understood. Thank you for explaining that. Okay, I was also thinking that will Cyptobit also going to support business intelligence tools and built-in services to allow developers to build and deploy machine learning models as well?
Yeah, that can be future development process. Right now, we are not in AI so much, but we are providing you all the like tutorials, all the codes. If you want to develop some kind of application, which like let's say you want to create some prediction market or prediction kind of application which predicts the future of cryptocurrency. So yes, you can utilize our codes, you can utilize our SDKs, and you can access our data stream. But you need to subscribe the data from our marketplace in order to show that data in your application.
Okay, understood. I also want to know that will Cyptobit also going to have any application or tools to process the raw data and even data to produce predictive insights?
No, we are not in that business. We are just in business of data streams. So we will be the service provider of data. So there will be a marketplace where publisher will publish their data and subscriber will buy that data. So we will not go in next business where we will provide prediction and all those things. That's for other companies. That's for other people. They can develop utilizing our SDKs, but we will not go in this business.
Okay, got it. Okay, the users who want access to the data, they have to subscribe. So I was thinking, will there be different subscription plans available, or how will that going to work?
Again, this will be like entire depend upon the publisher. Like let's say if you are publishing your data, like your e-commerce website data, so how much you want to get it. So it's again it's on you how much like fees you want for like subscription monthly or weekly or whatever. So it's there is no involvement of company in data selling and buying. We are just providing a ecosystem, a platform for people to do activities. We will not participate in any activity.
Got it. Got it. Thank you so much for explaining. Over to you, Glenn.
Thank you for the questions, Syed. Let's move to Aisha. You had a question for CryptoBit Francisco. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. So I've read on your website that CryptoBit Data Analytics is a combination of analytics tool designed for data warehouses. It provides a query engine and RESTful API. I want to know, have you developed your own query engine or you have any third-party query for your data analytics tools such as Hive, IBM, and Drill, etc.?
No, we are developing our own like engines, our own like a core software. So we will not utilize any centralized software. So everything will be running on blockchain. There will be no like a server hosting or any cloud hosting kind of thing happen for data. Everything will be in the form of like NFTs, in the form of cryptocurrencies, in the form of like a blockchain transaction. Whatever will happen on this ecosystem, there will be no such kind of activities where we will interact with any centralized entity or centralized software or anything like that. So all the data engines, everything will be decentralized, P2P. So basically, if you see like a BitTorrent software, so BitTorrent software, the way they work, in the similar way, we will work as an engine to share like data from one end to other end. So we are utilizing that kind of technology with BitTorrent or uTorrent, these kind of software utilized. So that's how we can like avoid going to any centralized entity or any centralized software.
Understood. And I've also read on a website about arbitration node that will guarantee the security and accuracy of external data by verifying the data integrity and the validity. I want to understand who will be running arbitration node and how will you make sure that verification and validation of the data done by arbitration node is accurate and does not have any errors.
So it will work like similar to we have a cryptocurrency transactions happening. So let's say when you do transactions, so there is a validator who validate the transaction, and that's how you send cryptocurrency for one end to other end. In the similar way, we will also have validators in our network. So those validator will approve the net data stream, and that's how the data will go from one end to other end. So this process we added to have like a accuracy in data, like a purity in data, no spamming and these kind of activity will not happen because it will also involve cryptocurrency. So whenever you like subscribe to data, so it means there is some payment coming out from your wallet or coming out, you have to pay something. So that's how we attached both of the things together. So it works like this in similar way, like you send Bitcoin to one end to other end. So there is a validation process. So in the same way, the data will also be validated.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you for answering.
Thank you for the
Thank
questions, Aisha. Let's move to Venice. You had a question for CryptoBit Francisco. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much, Glenn. Actually, I read about blockchain computing market that commercial computing such as machine learning, trading models, and 3D rendering needs to complete a variety of complex computing tasks. And I know that you guys are not focusing on it right now, but I want to understand, will you be having a platform like Google Colab where we can execute even Python scripts and also train our machine learning models with the GPU power?
you. Yeah, maybe in future we can go in that because that's like going more in depth. So in future there are so many possibilities. Maybe we can provide a platform where people can interact, people can code a few other different things, people can create some more applications like Google and other companies provide. But right now we cannot like 100% say that that's going to happen this day because that's like going into the into like a bigger market. So we are just starting up. So our focus right now in this space only, like we just provide marketplace for the data provider and marketplace for the subscriber. But yeah, we are providing USDK again right now. So that with that SDK, you can create something, some application, some software, whatever you want to do. So that SDK you can utilize to create something later on in future. Yes, we can provide those kind of things, but that's not in like a timeline right now.
Okay, understood. And I also read about DevOps. So will you be also providing any services like your operation team continuously monitoring other projects and fixing the things according to DevOps mechanism if some project requires your DevOps team services?
Yes, for sure, because like any project to be success in cryptocurrency market need to have a partnerships and need to have partners in the similar space. So surely, if anybody is developing something on our code base, developing on something on SDKs, so we will help them to develop to.
Okay, got it. And one last question.
Out there, Dennis. Yeah. No. We can go back to Dennis if he has that question shortly. Let's see. Whitebird, you had a question for CryptoBit Francisco. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity. So my question relies on the P2P part of the project. I so much love that, but I'm just concerned about millions of people will be coming into the project soon, and there may be a kind of connection problems. So I don't know how will you guys be working on that aspect. Will you guys be having a kind of uh, a center, a call center whereby someone can contact you guys as fast as possible?
Yeah, this is the reason we are creating a network. So everybody who is utilizing our browser extension, utilizing our JavaScript code in our in their application website. So let's say you have a e-commerce website. You have our JavaScript code, like it's 2-3 line code in your HTML website or any other code website. So that website is 24/7 live because you have hosted it on server. So that's how this is the permanent node in our network. So in the similar way, any browser extension is open. It means that's part of network. So that's how we can create 1,000 peoples of network in a very short period of the time because people likes money. Everybody likes money, and like I said, Brave browser. If people get money utilizing Brave browser instead of Chrome, why people will not download it? If people are not downloading because they don't have knowledge of that thing. Like I'm utilizing Brave browser since it started, and I never use like a Chrome browser. So it's still, I don't know, like still every month it comes like sometimes $200, sometimes $100, sometimes $50. It always deposit in the wallet. So I doesn't even like see what is happening behind that software, but it's keep pouring money in my wallet. So that's what the same condition will happen if people utilize our browser extension. So they will not know, but having Node running on their browser will make money for them. So that's how we can extend our network. We can create our network. So it will be like Cloudflare kind of network, like Cloudflare work. So in the similar way, we will also work similar to Cloudflare.
Yeah, thank you very much. Because it's gonna be bad when you guys have any kind of a lagging network. So thank you, Glenn.
Whitebird for the question. I think we can go back to Venice. He's got his connection back. Hi, Venice. You had another question for CryptoBit. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm extremely sorry. My internet was not working before. Okay, I was asking that I read that bit network random number generate a random number engine provides unpredictable and verifiable random number generation. So as you guys will be having data from various sources, so will you be analyzing this data to find anomalies and patterns that can help determine the cheaters in the game so you can find optimal solutions for these problems as well?
Yeah, we will, because that's what required to purify to like a filter out like a spam. So that's why
Hello?
we have. Hello?
Did you get my question?
Yeah, I got it. Okay, so my answer is that we will have validation process. So without validation process, nobody will able to publish anything. So that validation process will filter out these spam and all those things. Yes, we are building an engine which will sort out all the kind of data streams. So let's say your website is generating e-commerce website is generating data. So your website is providing us the data of the age group of the data, the buying capacity of the data. So these all datas will be segmentized in different streams. So if anybody wants to subscribe, like 18-year age old person, what he is buying in a e-commerce website related to clothing. So that data stream he can subscribe directly. So it's like a segmentized data. So it's not like he has to get all the data then refine it. No, you don't need to refine as a subscriber. So we are the one who is dividing it in different streams. So if you want like this particular data, so you can subscribe that data. You don't need to subscribe that entire mess of the data. So that's what we are doing from our end. That's why I'm saying it's time taking. It's not like it will happen in 1 month or 2 months. So we will go industry by industry. Like right now, we are focused on cryptocurrency industry. So right now, whatever data you will get in coming month, which we will be having only for the cryptocurrency predictions and cryptocurrency market, what is happening. Later on, we will go in another industry. So we have to segmentize every data. So that's why we are going industry by industry.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I'm just answering my question.
Thank you for the question, Dennis. And yeah, we're running out of time today, so maybe if we can just do a recap, Francisco, for anyone who's joined the call later on today and might have missed the first half of the CryptoBit project talk. If you can just do a short recap, that'd be great.
Yeah, thank you. So basically, to recap all this, so basically, what we are trying to create is a decentralized data network where publishers and subscriber can be in a one single place. So there will be no middleman. There will be no centralized authority which will say what to buy, what to sell. So it's entirely process run by P2P, like users for one user to other user. User can be company. There is no barrier on it. If you are a company, you can also be publisher. If you are a company, you can also be subscriber. So for us, these are two nodes which are interacting with our platform. So this is our basic structure of our software, and we need to understand that data is something which is behind every application. Right now, we pay subscription fees to the platforms which are charging like $100, $200 in a month just to provide you data what is going to happen next day in cryptocurrency market. And from where they are getting data? They are getting that data from TrendingView or some other application. From where TrendingView getting that data? From the users, from the emotions of the user. So why not taking that data directly from the emotions of the users and provide you? So that's our aim, to cut out those 3-4 layers of the central authorities. So that's our aim, to cut out those central authorities so that you can have cheaper data and directly pure data. There will be no alteration, there will be no manipulation in that data. So this is our aim basically. So there will be so many layers of development will happen in the future. Right now we are focused on easy access for the people, which is browser extension. So right now we are working on browser extension so that anybody can be part of our network. And our first focus is to create a big network. So that bigger network only can be done if we provide an easy way to access or easy way to join our network. So that's why we started building a browser extension. So browser extension will work on Chrome and Brave browser. For now, later on in future, we will make more other extension for other browsers. So this is our primary concern, to get involved like so many people from different countries, different locations, to build a bigger network. So the moment we have a 10,000 or 100,000 people accessing our network and part of our network, then we can go on next level, like shorting out data and providing more data stream from different industries. So this is like many layers of development, but there will be more DApps coming. Like we are working on, like right now we have a chat DApp live, so that you can utilize for privacy chat. There will be no like collection of data from that chat because it's already owned by the person who created the group. After that, we are working on a social media platform also, which will be decentralized, something like Twitter. We want to build where all the data and everything is controlled by you in the form of NFT. So these two platforms we are right now working on. So there will be more other applications also. So these applications will give boost for our community until we complete our mainnet coming next year. So with this year we will launch our testnet, and next year we will launch our mainnet. So meantime we will have more DApp so that people can interact and people can get benefit of those applications. And our staking platform is already live, and staking will open on next month after sales finish, because it's a SAFU contract, so we cannot have access to the token for 1 month of the time. So the moment 1 month is finished, we will have our staking open. So anybody who is interested in staking, they can stake our token and get our token. So this is for now. It's happening.
Okay, great, Francisco. It's been great speaking to Francisco today from the CryptoBit project. It seems a great project for our community investors to hear about today. So I'm excited for the future for the teaming community. As we always say, WellPoint talks for research and educational purposes. It's not financial advice, but you can check out the website, the white paper, the official socials. They're in our main chat. That's what we recommend to community investors. Do your research. If you like what you see, go and have a chat with the team and the community and their socials. So we've got all the official socials there in our main chat, like I say. And then I think there's 24 hours to go on the pre-sale. So if you're happy with that and you want to participate, yeah, the pre-sales still going for another 24 hours. Thank you very much for coming, Francisco. It's been great speaking today. I think we've got Spin the Wheel as well. Two $50 lucky winners. The fact is there. Yep.
Yep.
See the wheel.
See the wheel.
Wheels up there.
Wheels up there. Okay. Winners for $50 each. Let me shuffle it one more time here.